Family, what's good? It's your boy Light Body back again with another edition of the Light Bod Pod. Welcome back to the Light Hub Soul family. We back in it be here again. I'm super excited for this show, man. The podcasts are back, foot on the pedal, and we steady keeping it going. And in today's show, I got a special guest for y'all from Pittsburg, California. We got musician, entrepreneur, man with the pimp game that is on 2000, level 2000 himself, man. It's the man, YoungPre925. What's good, brother? How you doing?
Man, what's good, man? What's up with it, man?
Hey, man, we all good this side, man. I'm based in Cape Town, South Africa, chatting to you all the way around the other side of the world, man. I just want to know, bro, who is Young Prey and how'd you get that name?
Um, you know what? That's a good question, man. So I got that name when I was like about 19, 20, man. I caught a case, and in the case, we'll just put it like this: it was a real serious case, man. What they used to call me was young premeditated. You know what I'm saying?
Holy.
Yeah, man. They so we was like I was like, man, that's too long, man. Y'all can't just be calling me young premeditated, man, every time y'all say something to me. So,
Yeah.
we had it a little show and it was just pre or young pre, you know.
Oh, that's
So
pretty awesome.
yeah,
And the
that's
nine
what we
to
got.
five, where does that stem from? Is that like the area code where you residing?
Yeah, that's the area code where I'm from, the 925, Contra Costa County. No.
Excellent. Excellent, man. Take me through your come up, bro. Like, how did you get into music? What are your earliest influences coming up?
So I got into music real young, man. I was like 11, 12 years old, like when I really, really first started rapping. Me and my partner, man, his name Nove. They call him Nove, but we had a little group. It was called the Elite, man. We used to be at school, busting little raps and whatnot. You feel me? My influences, I would have to say for sure, number one on the list was pop. I had a lot of local influences. The Jacker, the Mob Figures, um, even out there in Sac, man. I fuck with them boys, like X Rated, Brother Lynch, shit like that. You feel me? That's what I was on as a youngster.
Ah, that's so interesting, man. So take me through who like is currently in your playlist. Like, any up and coming artists that that's your go to on your current rotation.
Up and coming. Um,
Or top
I
like
can't really.
your top three in the underground right now. Like either we know about them or uh you only like it's your what's it called your gate kept selection. You understand?
Yeah. I got you. I mean, right now, shit, I'm fucking with a lot of cats out the Bay. You feel me? But they established. I still listen to a lot of like Jay Stalin, Lil Blood, um, Phil Rich.
Interesting.
I'm on the Mozzie too. I'm on the Mozzie real hard too right now.
Awesome, man. Shout them out. The reason why I ask is like why I get to those type of questions is like the world's attention span is so short, brother. Like you gotta get into the things that the world is interested in or the hot and saucy fire questions early in the interview, man. And with that being said, I just want to go through like your current sound. How did you get into this? Because it's like for me, it really did take me back into like the origins of hip hop, just in terms of you paying attention to lyricism, what you're saying, and you're kicking a lot of pimp game also in your bars as well. I was like, holy, Brody really out here. Like, is he really about that life? So first, that's the question. Like, how do you go about creating this body of work? And second question, is he really about that life? Like that, especially when you talk that pimp talk or when you talk that like um the work that you be doing out there in the streets of either California or Wyoming. Yeah, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, so like, I rap about what I done. I wasn't really like no D boy or nothing like that. Like I done sold drugs and shit like that in the past, but that's what I was doing. I was sitting the bitch, man. I was getting it up out of a bitch, man. So that's
Sheesh.
what I that's what I know, man. Um, so I mean, am I currently pimping right now? Like, am I sitting shit down right now? No, not right now, man. You
Mm.
know.
And like
Um,
and like so it's essentially you rapping what you had lived. So it's all real talk. There's no fictional or made up stories out there. Essentially, you get me?
no, no,
Sheesh.
that's all a hundred, man.
The realist, the
For
realist, the
real.
realist. Man, that's really interesting, man. So take me through the making of some of your latest songs. Like, who influenced that? Like, who would you say is like the artist that influenced you the most when it came to that particular Cali type sound that you're currently displaying?
Um, Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to say myself, man. I really tried to like when I write my music and started crafting my style. I really tried to have my own sound. And if I do start making some noise and get noticed, I want a sound that people think about my section of California. Because I feel like where I'm from, man, we way overlooked. In the Bay Area, man.
Mm.
So everybody they talk about, they be on Oakland or they be on, Frisco or Vallejo or Richmond. They don't really shine no light on Pittsburg on the P, man. So I really try to craft like my own sound. I don't really think nobody can say, I sound like this person or sound like that person. I try to sound at my own shit.
Big facts, man, and that flow is really like super unique, bro. Like I've literally like out of all underground artists, I haven't really heard a lot of people spitting that flow, not unless they're either from the Bay or like real OG California type artists. You dig? Um, in particular, like on your latest single, it's like one of your recent singles, Running It Up. You were like, my favorite bar in there is you dropped this bar saying, I tell that bitch, thanks for giving. I need my kitchen. I need my turkey in by the what? But like it was a Thanksgiving bar, but you're like, I tell a bitch, thanks for giving him I need my chicken by the what? Finish it off, my G. Finish it off.
I said a little bitch, thanks for giving. I need my turkey with the trimming.
With the trimming, yo, bro, that shit hit so
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
bro. I was like, and I was off for Jay when I heard that. I was like, holy, bro, really spitting, bro, and like your flow really just like it's so freaking unique, bro. So I would say keep going with that. Like, definitely, find ways to just like market your music so that it can reach a bigger audience because what you're doing is one of one or like it's super unheard of within the young up and coming artists, man.
Good looking, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Excellent, excellent.
And
And we're gonna get into a couple of uh trendy topics here and there. But I do got one more
okay.
question in regards to what we've already touched on, just in terms of the pimp game, man. Like, I feel like I can draw some inspiration from you. I can get some tips and tricks, man. I just want to know, like, what does it entail, like, when when you started off in that game, like, because you heard those bars, like, within that bar alone, I tell that bitch, thanks for giving, like, thanks for giving me my cut, thanks for giving me my ish. Now I need that turkey. I need that turkey real quick. I need it with the trimmings, you dig? So like I just want to know like what goes into the like a typical day of when you were out there doing the most with these hoes, you dig?
I mean, it depends on the day, man. Like, to keep it solid, man. A nigga be having the bitch do all kind of shit, man. She might not just be on the blade or, posting ads, man. I might have this bitch running some checks, you feel me, or busting some other moves, man. It really all depends.
Holy
While you out there, shit be happening. You feel me? I done had bad days where I done went from track to track to track, and the shit it be hot. You feel me? It just be bad, man. You feel me?
by heart you mean like the territory is like being taken over by another set of like pimps or like another set of either dealers or like Like, what do you mean by hot?
I mean, like the police, like the honors. It be a lot of undercover activity going on, man, on them house draws. It'd be a
Holy,
lot of that, man. And
holy.
and it's yeah, the police, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
sometimes bitches be scared. Sometimes the bitches be scared, and
Mm,
you having to get on the bitch head about getting out there, and you know.
sheesh. Man, so how do you, like, take me from like the meeting the stranger. You meet this girl, she's beautiful, she's attractive, she's a stranger. How do you like take me from that stage? Like, how do you eventually get her to be the one, or how do you go from stranger to okay, I'm your pimp, or I'm your guardian, and we're gonna make money together, and I'm using you as my main talent. You understand? How do you go from stranger to that final stage? I'm just interested.
Um, Shit, I mean, I don't know, man. It depends on the day and the way it happened. You feel me? Because most of these bitches, they don't really be like no turnouts. And what I mean by turnout is like, a bitch that ain't never got down and you get her in the game. Most of these bitches is already bona fide. They already out there getting down. So, they might choose up. They might see a nigga out there, you feel me, doing this thing and choose up on a nigga. Or, I might pull up on a bitch, you know what I'm saying, and knock a bitch like that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's mainly all about like game, like basically like you courting the girl and you like trying to get into her, like get her attracted to you first of all. Is that what you're saying? And then that's how you sort of influence her or sort of gain her trust and get her to vouch for you in that capacity.
I mean, yeah, that's a part of it, man. You got to have some mouthpiece, man, to make them get down for your crown, man. You got to have a little bit of mouthpiece. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's slick talk. Dude, I'm sure you got a lot of that, my G. Like, pause by the way. But I'm sure like you especially if you've done it like for so how many years were you doing it by the way? Like how long were you in that industry?
Um, I started pimping like I was probably like around 18, 19 years old when I really got out there. And I stopped, man, probably like when I was around like 31,
Oh
about
man,
31.
interesting. Like how did you like who introduced you? That's my final question about Pimpio. Let's like want to know like the foundation. How did you get started in that sort of world?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it all the way solid, man. It was a bitch that got me on it, man. Like, I used to
Holy, I wasn't waiting
on
for that one.
everything, on everything. It was a bitch that got me on it. Like, not like not gave me the game, she didn't give me the game, but like, I used to just be out there doing my thing, fucking a lot of bitches, hanging out, doing this, doing that. And I used to just always have YOD, man. You do a background check on me, my nigga. I used to always have hella bitches. And I
Mm,
remember I was chilling with this one little bitch, and she was like, why don't you just pimp? I'm like, what you mean? She like,
mm,
man, you got all these bitches that always giving you shit. I'm like, I don't know. I never really thought about that. And this bitch was the first bitch that got down with me. You feel me? We went out to the city. That's what we call San Francisco in the back. We went out to the city and got down that night, man. But once I jumped in it that night, I realized, you feel me, I had a lot of I had a lot of growing to do. We'll say it like that, man, because I ain't really, I ain't know the game at the time. But that's how I really got into it, man. It kind of came natural. You feel me?
sheesh, bro. Man, I feel like you it got you this far. I'm sure you have a lot of stories to tell and the experience. Now you're able to uh, paint pictures that are literally vivid or pictures that you've lived in your music as well, man. I'm sure that translates really well, bro. Um, I just want to get your perspective, man. Especially like I'm sure it also affects your writing. And speaking of writing, um, I want to get your perspective on people using AI to write their lyrics, bro. Like, what are your thoughts on the emergence of AI within the music industry, and from your perspective, how do you think the future, or how do you think it will be applied in the music industry in future, or what are creative ways that you could think of as an entrepreneur, of course, as well?
Like, what do I think of like artists using AI to write their lyrics?
Yeah. We could start there, and then you could tell me of ways that you could see it as a positive, or if you do view it as a negative, how so?
So when if it comes to lyrics, um, I think that takes away from the creativity. That takes away from the creativity, and you know, I've used AI, but I've only used AI in the form of like, when people make YouTube videos trying to find like keywords or whatnot. So,
Mm,
and I'm not trying to like jump too back and forth, but I mean, I think that would be a positive side to it. But as far as your artistry, I can't even see how that will work. I can't see how somebody would make something creative and touch people using AI.
mm.
You know,
So you're
not to
saying
say
like
it can't be.
you're saying you wouldn't, because here's an example. Like I gave it in another chat that I had with Maximilian. For those who are watching, definitely go check that out. And if you made it thus far into this interview, consider subscribing, man. Drop a like on EB, drop a comment, and yeah, check out the links down below to Young Praise music. But the example that I wanted to give is, say for instance, Drake, the producer who produced the AI Drake song has officially blown up. Like his accounts have grown tremendously since the AI songs have come out. The subscriber base has grown. People are now checking out his beats, and I'm sure he's also sold plenty beats since then. So in that capacity, him going that extra mile to create uh, an AI Drake song. Obviously, it's not Drake. He doesn't have the copywriting or anything in that capacity, but he took it that step further, and that sort of was the catalyst for his industry, for his career to kickstart. You understand? So like, think about it in that capacity, and like people using existing artists, or some artists, or even giving permission to their listeners, or people who are in production, engineers, etc., to use their voice. Like Grimes, have you heard of Grimes? Like Elon Musk's baby mama. Like she told all the fans and told all the supporters, go ahead and use my voice. I'll give you commission. I'll give you copyright, licensing, etc., etc. But you gotta make sure that I approve it before you drop it, and that will basically give you access to her millions of listeners if your song is legit enough or approved, and you can get a Grimes feature just like that. You dig? So what are your thoughts on that?
Man, I think that's crazy, man. I mean, if people use it for a marketing tool, and they reach their goals, more power to them, man. I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. That's kind of like a back and forth thing because I can find just as many negatives and positives, to go along with each other on how that would work. Like when it comes to me, would I want somebody using my voice, AI? Um, Probably not. I would have to want to get that approved, man. Somebody could destroy your whole character like that too, in a sense. Depending
Oh
on what
shit.
they putting out in your voice, and people thinking that it's real or that it's really you.
Oh yeah. So
I seen something. Go
yeah, no, I'm
ahead.
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, I seen something the other day, man. They was talking about the AI generated voices, how people were using the AI generated voices to talk to people's children, or something like that, and
Holy,
have them meet up with their kids after school, or it was something along them lines, something in that
holy.
nature.
That's way on
Yeah.
the dark side, like on the darker spectrum of this thing. Like, but yeah, man. I feel like in any industry or in any like category, where things can be used either for good or bad, there are gonna be those characters who want to use it for nefarious ideas. You understand? They want to carry out more darker elements of it. So I do get you in that capacity, man. So you're saying like we can never look forward to hearing a Young Prey AI verse, or like you give like selling your voice or like using your vocal in a in an AI program or software or code ever.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, especially if the price is right. You
Mm,
know, price is right, but I'm the kind of person I would like more or less want to be in the position to approve, be able to approve or disprove, what's being put out with my voice on it.
mm.
Something I might not approve of being said with my voice,
I feel you. I feel you, bro. Um,
you know.
all right, man. So we made it thus far into the interview. It's been a pleasure getting your perspective on all these things and also getting to know you, man. I just wanted to know, like, what can we expect from Young Prey in the future? Like, I heard you also got an EP coming out. You mind telling us the name of the EP and like what else you got coming up?
Yeah, I got the EP is called The Truth Hurts.
Mm.
That's coming out in September, October the latest, but September. I got a video to running it up. That video is coming out this month in June. It's coming out on the 20th. And just yesterday the song came out with me and a artist, Black Soul Entertainment Goonie. It's called Bring It to You.
Oh yeah.
That one right, that's fire right there, man.
Excellent,
And
excellent stuff. I'll leave links to all of that down below, by the way. Please swing me those links, brother. And I'll be sure to make sure everybody taps on there, man.
most definitely, most definitely.
Excellent. You got anything else
Um,
you wanted to mention there? I heard you still running it.
yeah, we got I got another single with Goonie. It's called All Cap, and that's gonna be coming out this month too.
Man, straight fire,
And
man. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear that, man. Because like your sound really just gave me like I told you, like I was listening to it like the entire weekend, just preparing for the interview. And I was like, bro's really different, bro. Really, really does like bring a new element or like a fresh sound in comparison to like the likes of let's say who else is in the underground? Ken Carson, Destroy Lonelies. I don't know if you know even know of these artists like Yeet. Like your sound is nothing close to like the rage sort of audience or even like the lyrical up and coming artists like so I'll definitely I'm excited to hear what your sound is gonna grow into and how your career progresses, man. uh what are your 3 year goals like within the next 3 years? Where do you think we'll see Young Prey at? What do you plan on working on? Is it entrepreneurship? Do you plan on still being further with the music? Do you want to be at award shows? You want to be a top 10 Spotify artist? What are your top 3 goals for Young Prey in the next 3 years?
so my top three goals are most definitely to get more exposure, to get more exposure.
Mm.
A second goal would be to generate more income, and the third goal is to use my music to implement my clothing brand in one. I also have a clothing brand, 1232 Karma, um, and that's up and running.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Shout it out.
those are my
Where can we find the merch, bro? Like, I'll try to either leave a pop up over here on the screen. Definitely go check that out. But yeah, let us know where we can find it.
You can find it at www.1232karma.com. And you can find all merch associated with music or the 1232 music at www.youngpre925.com.
Awesome, awesome stuff. So, family, that's that, man. You heard it from the man himself, Young Prey. Man, man, a man of many talents, a man with the illest flow right now out of all any up and coming artists, and a man that's really doing his thing. He's an entrepreneur. You heard he's got the clothing line. You heard he's got experience, man. He done put in that work on the block and on and off the block. You understand? He done put in the work in the studio, the music, straight dropping bangers. and he's got a lot more to come. I'm excited for that music video for Running It Up. That's literally one of my favorite bangers right there, bro. Like, man, just the way that beat bops, man. I might leave it here in the outro actually. So if you're watching this and you made it thus far into the interview, please listen to the song right here in the outro. And with that being said, I want to get one more word from you, brother. If you could inspire or speak to the youth, the young ones listening out there, what are the final words that you want to leave them with? Directly to up and coming artists or anyone that is young and upcoming that has a dream. Talk to them, fam.
I would say whatever y'all doing, don't stop doing it. Keep making progress in it and just never stop doing it. And always remember, you will always miss the opportunities for the chances that you don't take. Every chance that you don't take is a missed opportunity that could have been. That's what I would say.
Oh, super profound, man. Spoken like a true wise man. And with that being said, Soul Family, thank you for pulling up to the site where we keep it light. You did what we did. Light Body signing out. YoungPre925 signing out. Links down below. Do the most. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Peace, man.
Your bitch twerking on TikTok trying to get her followers up. My bitch working around the clock in the hotel swallowing nut. Yup, you can put it in her butt if you got the bucks to pay that fee. You bitch niggas out of luck if you little sluts run across pre-see. Bitches pay me or they pay me no attention. Get on her knees to check that cheese, my nigga. I'm serious about this pimping.